Is it fair? No, absolutely not. But it is reality, and we got to make it do what it do. It is wrist up 12 time. Shedeur Sanders versus Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick. And it has been leaked that this game could be the determining factor on if the Cleveland Browns move forward and draft a quarterback with their first round pick, or if they move forward with Shedeur. Is he going to get the grace and patience that a lot of these guys get? Absolutely not. This is crazy news. This game may be the determining factor for Jimmy Haslem. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into things. We got to take a listen to what my man G. Bush had to say over on UCSS as he kind of described the situation that Shedeur is in. And yes, it could be bad, but he can also slam the door on the Cleveland Browns taking a first round pick, taking a quarterback with the first round pick for next year, and showing he's the guy when you see him on the same field as a Cam Ward. Let's get into it. Let's cook, G.
You got Jimmy Haslem and you got Andrew Berry in the front office. They're looking at Cam Ward and saying, okay, well, he's the number 1 overall pick. I want to see what the eye test look like. I want to see what he looks like compared to Shedeur Sanders. And you don't get it's not an apples to apples, oranges to oranges comparison. But if you look at it and you come out and you look at the numbers, and you look at the accuracy, if you look at some of the things in the way he's able to move the football, you look at some of the things that he may be able to do. And if he comes out here and looks better than Cam Ward, you may have the owner and the general manager saying, well, hold on now.
Hey. I think Shedeur is fully capable of going out there and outplaying Cam Ward versus a Tennessee Titans team. Yes, they have a nice D-line, and the Browns' offensive line is beat up. And, I mean, even without them being beat up, this offensive line is hot garbage anyway. And we've seen plays of them damn near sabotaging him, like nosediving at the ground, not blocking anybody. But this is a team that Shedeur Sanders is fully capable of going out there and looking great against.
Well, I'm looking at Jackson Dart, and he's had some ups and downs. I'm looking at Cam Ward, and he hasn't, lit the world on fire. So if you're looking at Shedeur Sanders, and he comes out here and he looks like the light bulb is going off a little bit. He doesn't look like he's swimming, and it looks like he's progressing and taking some steps forward. That's a very important evaluation. See, a lot of people have moved in, and I get it. This last week, a lot of people have been moving around. I know I've been going. A lot of people have moved this thing where it's like, oh my gosh, he played terrible last week. If anybody watched that game, the reason why the Cleveland Browns lost that football game was not due to Shedeur Sanders. It was due to the special teams and the situations they put them in and looking at that football game.
Facts. The coaching staff put Harold Fannin under center when he took a damn snap under center all season. Y'all did that on your own side of the field, and he fumbled the snap, and then they go and get 7 points. Y'all, the kick returner caught a kickoff at the 5-yard line when the ball was going out of bounds. Our punt returner muffed the punt. None of that was the fault of Shedeur Sanders. So if you're looking at last week's game and trying to blame it on him, it just lets us know where you stand. You just don't like him.
We all saw that. So now you get an opportunity in this football game to show, okay, well, if Cam Ward was the number 1 overall pick, let's see what he looks like. And Cam Ward has received all first-team reps. He's been a guy from Jump Street. But if you're Shedeur Sanders and you can come out here and look better than Cam Ward, get a victory, and show progress that you're throwing the football downfield, some of the timing issues with Jerry Jeudy are fixed, and the Cleveland Browns put up some points this week, that's going to help you out a lot. That's very pivotal because I hear people say it all the time. Oh, the Cleveland Browns are going to draft a quarterback. That's not necessarily true. Oh, the Cleveland Browns are firing Andrew Berry. That's not necessarily true. We'll talk about it later on. I don't even think it's necessarily true that they're going to fire Kevin Stefanski.
Ooh. Hold on, G. What you know something. I know you. Listen, when everybody else try to play you like you ain't had sources, KTV would never act like G. Bush ain't got sources. you might be on to something.
I think everything is on the board still. In these last 4 or 5 weeks for fans, because they're not in the playoff chase and it's cold outside, we may tune out a little bit, but Cleveland Browns are making evaluations each and every single day. Because if you think about it, if Mendoza is the number 1 overall pick, do you know what the Kings' ransom is to go up and get him? All this noise, I don't understand. We be having revisionist history.
And I don't even like the Mendoza. I don't think Mendoza's like that. I wouldn't take him number 1. He's not nearly of the caliber talent-wise of a Cam Ward. He wasn't. I don't think he's better than Shedeur was coming out of Colorado. He's definitely not in that big 3 of the Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Jaden Daniels is like that. Best rookie quarterback we've ever seen. He's not even in the Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May conversation coming out of college. I don't even think Michael Penix, no, I don't see it.
A lot. We be forgetting. If there was 1 and 2 quarterbacks that are bona fide number 1 and number 2, and you don't have the first pick, let's stop acting like you can just go up there and chill out and just get whoever with these 3rd round picks or picks. No, it's going to take the 2 you got, and it's going to take probably another one next year. Come on now. This is wild work. Listen, I leave a week and all of a sudden people is just confused. Let me just
Hey, G Bush, you be cooking, bro.
tell you this. If there's a number 1 quarterback on the board and he's number 1 and the Browns beat the Titans, they're not getting the first pick. And that Jaguars pick is low. That boy is looking worse every single week if they keep winning. The thought process that you can get him with those 2 picks and then maybe a 2 or a 3 is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let me just tell you this as well. Let me just throw this out at you. If you can't get the number 1 quarterback you want, first and foremost, I'm not even taking no quarterback anyway. I didn't already told you what I'm doing. It makes no it makes no sense that people is talking quarterback. Let's just keep it a buck. I just need people to understand what you're telling me. You're telling me that you are willing to pass, you're willing to take your first 2 picks, right? And I just had Zach Jackson on. You're willing to take those picks and grab another quarterback. You have Dylan Gabriel, a 3rd round pick. Shedeur Sanders, a 5th round pick. And Deshaun Watson, who is an $80 million cap hit if you try to get rid of him. You already have 3 of those dudes on the roster. But you're going to take all of your assets, not just these years, these assets. You're going to take the assets from this year and some next year to go get a quarterback, and you don't have 1 offensive lineman under contract.
That's crazy. Yeah, you can't do that. But the Browns are the Browns. So anything is on the table, but a win pushes the Browns further away from the top of the draft. And it could give more clarity on if Shedeur is the guy going forward. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.